Of course elves have to be fucked up. Not all elves are fucked up. Some elves are chill. It just so happens that a lot of elves are also just rich fuckheads that suck. Oh wow, he's actually called Dan the Donut Man. Did I remember that, or did I just say that? Impossible to tell. The smell of fried food, powdered sugar, and slightly burned soy calf is almost enough to overpower the dusty sewage scent of Redmond streets. The troll working the stand is covered in food stains older than he is. What can I get you, chummer? I'll take a jelly donut and a soy calf. Enjoy. Did you see the murder in the alley across the way? Nope, I was close when it happened. But hey, it's the Barons. A back alley killing is nothing new around here. The only reason the cops are making a big deal about this Ripper business is that some of the victims are real people. You know, folks with sins. What can you tell me about the Barons? The Barons? Hell, if you have to ask, you probably shouldn't be out here. The stretch we're on is called Touristville, though. And I suppose it's the closest thing around here to respectable. Fewer muggings, and you might even survive drinking the water if you're lucky. Wouldn't recommend it, though. He scratches his armpit. Now behind me, that's the Seamstresses Union. You want drinks, drugs, favors, or information around here? The Union's your spot. Hell, that place is the reason I'm in business. Folks get the munchies when they party. Mrs. Kubota owns the joint, and she's quality. A hard woman, but fair. You sell some donuts to a troll wearing scrubs last night? Maybe. What's it to you? I sell a lot of donuts to a lot of people. I know how Lone Star profiles metahumans. I tell them about a troll that bought some donuts from me right before a murder. They'll haul him in just to see if anyone will pay the bail. Not today, my friend. I'll see you around. I'm also a troll, you know that, right? Like, I wouldn't sell out a fellow troll, my guy. Hey, William. Can I give this to you? Nah. What I can do is this. Long night, eh? You look cold, so I picked up a donut and some soy calf for you. Hey, thanks! The officer's face lights up as he takes a sip. He seems pretty trusting for an officer of the law. You know, when my dad was a cop, this was back when cops actually worked for the government, he said folks would buy him coffee all the time, but I ain't seen it till now. So what can I do for you? My pleasure. I'm here from Internal Affairs to review the forensics guys' works, to find anything they might have missed. Sure, dig in. I certainly wouldn't mind those guys getting taken down a peg or two. Man, do they put on airs, if you know what I mean. Man, you're stupid. You're dumb as hell, sir. Amidst the shards of glass and the broken lights, you find a small piece of glass which looks like the bottom of a test tube. Ooh. This looks like the coat and blanket that the old man was trying to get back. Examine the area for evidence. As you shuffle the bundle of cloth to the side, a printed receipt falls out from behind the folds of the blanket. It's a bar tab receipt from the Seamstresses Union, dated 2 days ago at 3:02 a.m., right around the coroner's reported time of death. The customer, Sam Watts. The server's name is listed as Coyote. I will pick up the coat and the blankets. There are 2 distinct sets of footprints, a human's, ending at the chalk outline, and a larger set, possibly orc or troll, following just behind the first. This work light is new. You can see that all of the alley's normal lights have been ruined. Upon closer inspection, it seems that they've all imploded, as if some force shattered them all at the same time. Huh. Hey, William. I think this coat and these blankets belong to you. My stuff! Mighty decent of you. Don't see that kind of thing too often out here. I don't think there's any actual reason to do that aside from just, like, being nice. I think you get 1 karma for doing it. Like, that's not a big deal. It's very important that stuff like that is in a game, you know? Just, like, stuff that you do for the sake of being nice. We at least want to get our charisma to 4. You're about to leave the Barrens and then... Yeah, okay, let's go. New location. The hub, as you will. Relative to the ease of the Barrens, Touristville is a neon-clothed oasis. At its heart is the Seamstresses Union. Housed in an old brownstone building on the corner of Illegal and Opportunity, bums huddle together, gangers strut the streets, and the occasional salaryman comes slumming. The Union building has been retrofitted, rebuilt, and restored so many times that it's like an aging starlet wearing too much makeup in an attempt to stay young. The wild ivy growing out of the gutters adds to this effect. As you enter, the murmur of hushed conversation washes over you. The dive bar denizens raise their heads, take your measure, and then go back to their business. This is the kind of place where everyone knows your name, but keeps to themselves. The flavor text of this game is incredibly good. Got a fucking bartender named Cherry Bomb, hell yeah. The bartender is a striking elf sporting a perfectly toned body, perfectly pouty lips, and perfectly tapered ears. Her eyes harmonize Save Me and Take Me in equal measure, hitting just the right notes for the maximum extraction of tips. Trolls are used to sneers from beauties like this, but she smiles sweetly when she sees you. Hey there, I haven't seen you here before. What can I get you? Something dirty in a clean glass. Ooh, a hard case. I like that. Okay, a hard case. I'll get you something stiff. She starts to turn away when a man with the face of a survivor and the zeal of a convert tugs at her arm. Hard. It's clear the two have a history. They try to keep their voices low, but the intensity of their conversation makes them easy to overhear. Cherry, you have to listen to me. If you stick around here, you can end up dead or worse. The Ripper is out there and he's real. That last killing happened just down the block. And now Coyote's missing. They'll probably find her tomorrow in a dumpster without her head. Come on, Cherry Bomb, think. I think plenty, Shane. I'm getting a PhD from UW in neuroprosthetics, studying under Ojmans. And how am I paying for that? Bartending. Tips. There are faster ways for a Baron's girl to earn that kind of scratch, but I'm not taking them. So what do you want from me? I want what you want. A better life. A better world for everyone. The Universal Brotherhood can give you that. I've heard this all before. This isn't some trick to get us back together. Things are different now. I'm different now. The Brotherhood... Cherry Bomb's pretty face is hard, armored in lipstick and low expectations. The Universal Brotherhood is for other people, Shane. Rich Bellevue types who can afford their membership fees and voluntary donations. This isn't about money. It's about binding the world together in brotherhood. Come with me. Attend a discovery meeting. Get to the core of who you are. I heard Lynn Telestrian give a talk last night called The New Family of the Sixth World. I've got a family right here, Shane. They're drunks and lowlifes and whores, and I'd choose them over any of your Brotherhood members. Now, Buzz, I need to get back to work. With body language that leaves no question that the conversation is over, Cherry Bomb turns her back on him. What a dweeb. Sorry, I got interrupted. Sorry you had to go through that. Sounds like you've got big plans for yourself. Her pretty eyes soften. Yeah, I do. Can't stay here forever. You've got a look that says you're not just here for the entertainment. Are you a badge? Do I look like a cop? She flutters her eyelashes. No, baby. You look like someone who knows the shadows. We're trained to spot a bronze the minute they walk in here. Something I can help you with? I have a few questions. Yeah, hello, my girlfriend. Do you want to join my cult to escape the serial killer? Yeah, like, no. Fuck off. Ask away. Tell me about this place. Some come here for booze, some for companionship. Others are looking for something they can't get anywhere else. If it's illegal or immoral, and it can be bought, sold, rented, or consumed, you can probably find it here. The Union seems to attract people like you. Who was that you were talking to? Shane, old boyfriend. He used to work here. Then, one day, he saw a billboard for the Universal Brotherhood, and that was that. Went to a meeting, made new friends, moved in with them. I was happy for him, until he started coming around trying to recruit me. I don't need that dreck. That guy mentioned Coyote. She here? She looks worried. No, I think she's away on business. Business, huh? Is she a shaman? With a name like Coyote? She laughs. No, she shot a coyote once, thinking it was a shaman who double-crossed her. We've called her Coyote ever since. Her face falls. She's been missing for a couple of days now. Some people think the Ripper got her, but I know her. Coyote can take care of herself. Cyberpunk Scientology must be so fucked up. Yet, hey, you don't even know the half of it. Ever hear the name Sam Watts? She nods. Sam was a regular customer and a regular pain in the ass for as long as I've been here. Talked a big game, but he was always broke. As soon as he got any money in his pocket, it went straight to his head. Chips, drugs, or booze. Coyote had a soft spot for him, though. Did you see Sam on the night he died? No, that was Coyote's shift. Who runs this place? I want to talk to them. That'd be Mrs. Kubota. She's in the back room. You can't miss her. Thanks for the intel. I appreciate the help. Got our punks have to stick together. Talk to you later. I like Cherry Bomb. That's a great character. Mr. Clue. Posted at the doorway to the VIP section is a tower of troll muscle wrapped in an impossibly tailored suit. Whether the product of good genes or expensive aftermarket cosmetic work, the troll's gleaming horns perfectly frame his face, and its polished tusks and goatee accentuate the set of a lantern jaw. Welcome. Please behave yourself. Will do. You get trouble in here often? Nothing a stern look can't usually solve. You have business here? Looking into the death of Sam Watts. Heard about that. Real shame what happened to him. There is a sharpness in Chloe's eyes, the look of a man who has seen much and earned wisdom at a young age. I figure Sam was the type who needed to be thrown out on occasion. Encouraged to call it a night, I'd say. Sam was a drunk, but he usually wasn't a violent one. Usually? What about the night he died? He was a bit agitated, didn't catch the specifics, might have been over a woman. Thought I was going to have to show him out, but I had to deal with a couple of rival go-gangers posturing from one of the working girls upstairs. Jake helped Sam out instead. I appreciate you talking to me. Happy to help. Alright. We got Noog. What a name. Noog. That's goon backwards. Is that the joke? We gotta talk to all the fools in here at some point. Mrs. Kubota watches you cross the room, sizing you up as you approach. As you get closer, you can see that she's of mixed race, African and Japanese. Her demeanor says, "This is my house, mess with it at your peril," but her eyes twinkle with a playful light when she speaks. Konbanwa, good evening. My, but aren't you a big, powerful troll? Are you enjoying the Seamstresses Union? There should be plenty for a woman like you to enjoy. She eyes you closely. Or is this business? I just need a moment of your time, Mrs. Kubota. I have topics to discuss. So, and why should I help you? Sam Watts, I'm looking for his killer. Her face brightens, amused. Ah, so you are the little insurance policy he would go on about when he was drunk. His avenging angel who would strike back for him from beyond the grave. What do you want to know? How well did you know Sam? I knew him. We all did. Sam was a regular here, whenever he could beg or borrow enough nuyen to become altered in some way. Drugs, chips, alcohol, it didn't matter to Sam. As long as he was bent. He was always looking for his next fix. He clung to this place like it was his lifeline, and we treated him as part of the family, even if none of us truly liked him. Except Coyote. Did you see Sam on the night of his death? He was here, quite inebriated as he often was. Coyote was working bar that night, and she informed me that Sam was getting rowdy and belligerent with other customers. When I requested he leave, he refused. My bouncer, Mr. Clue, was off dealing with another issue, so I requested Jake escort Sam out the back door to the alley. That was the last I saw of either of them. Why is this place called the Seamstresses Union? During the gold rush years, there was a census, and the politicians wanted as high a number as possible to gain power and revenue. To bolster their numbers, they decided to include all the working girls, of which there were many, to the rolls. However, given the times, they could not list the girls' true occupations, so they entered them all as seamstresses. When a girl accumulated enough money to open her own place of business, she named it the Seamstresses Union so potential workers would know that they would be treated fairly there, and thus, a rich tradition was born. So you're a former seamstress? No. Perhaps when we know each other more, I will reveal more about myself. For now, enjoy the union. I actually super love the politics of this game. I think it's great. And it touches on some, like, really interesting parts of history. Oh yeah, because by the way, I don't think I've mentioned this up until now. Shadowrun history until about 2010 is just real-world history. Like, it's just real-world history 1-to-1 almost. Aside from, like, some exceptions. One more question. Can you tell me where to find Coyote? Her face darkens. Would that I could. I have not seen her in 2 days. She is a smart woman and quite dangerous, but I fear for her. If she's smart, why fear for her? Because she is in a dangerous line of work and there is always someone smarter, more prepared. Her room is upstairs. If you are looking for her, I invite you to examine it. You may be able to uncover her whereabouts. I would not normally betray her privacy in this way, but she's missed 2 shifts now and cannot be reached on her comm. It is unlike her. If something has happened, I will not have inaction on my conscience. Here is the key. Thank you. That's very helpful. Let's talk to Noog. What's your deal, Noog? Covered in glowing magical talismans and fetishes, the troll does not seem fully of this world. He mumbles to himself constantly, apparently participating in several conversations at once. But with entities you can neither see nor hear. I told you, it's not like that at all. Bring me proof and you shall have it. I am honored, your majesty. That was why I said to use mustard instead of catsup. Forgive me, Jean. I was a fool. He looks you in the eye. His other conversations on hold. You may peruse my magical wares and see their glory. Oh, he's a shopkeeper. Okay, that's not interesting. I have immediately lost interest. Bye. Because we don't do magic. There's nothing in here. Oh, I don't have decking. Oh. That's the issue with playing this game, is like, if you don't build your character in a certain way, you can just miss stuff sometimes, and it's very sad. Oh god, I forgot that in the early ones, your party members can't do shit for you. Coyote's computer is ancient, probably fished it out of a junkyard. It doesn't even have a data jack, and the cracked display is covered with fingerprints. Tapping the keyboard causes the dust-caked fans to spin up, only to display on screen. Password? Without the password, the only other button on screen is a password recovery option. I'll leave it for now. You gotta look around. Yeah, that's why I tended to play a Decker a lot in these games. Because you get more content if you play Decker. Coyote's bed is a diary with several papers sticking out of it. Oh yeah, Decker is hacker, by the way. There's a receipt stuck between the pages and a diary entry. Inspect the receipt. A receipt for a Browning Max Power pistol from Jin Park downstairs with a note saying how big guns and hot women turn her on. Okay. Read the diary entry. I came back from my shift to find 4 of Paco's goons sleeping on our apartment floor. It's getting fragging ridiculous. I want to be with him, with the real Paco, but this cutter dreck keeps messing everything up. I love him, but he's totally different with the gang. It's how I make cash, baby, he always says. I try to tell him he doesn't need the cash. I can support us both with what I make at the Seamstresses Union, but he still goes on these runs. With these bozos all over my floor, I feel like he's just seeing how far he can push me before I kick him out. I try to be patient, but why does it have to be all one way? As soon as the last cutter was out the door, I lost it. I told him if he ever pulled Drek like that again, that he would be sleeping in the alley. Of course, he begged and pleaded with me, telling me it wouldn't happen again. I don't want to deal with this anymore, but I don't want him to leave. He's the reason I got through all that stuff last year. Got my bartending license, got this apartment and this life. I know he cares about me and he loves me. More than his involvement with the cutters, I just wish he could slice out that gang from our life. I just wish I could slice out that gang from our life together, slice out the fear that comes along with it. Second paper. Paper has a handwritten poem on it and a diary entry. Read the poem. Let's just say that Paco should stick to guns and motorcycles and leave the poetry to others. Yeah. Sometimes it seems like Paco reads my mind, or my diary. Maybe he does the latter. I wouldn't be surprised. Hi, Paco! That's not good. Ever since last week, he hasn't mentioned the cutters once. He leaves the apartment with see you in a few hours, babe, and returns later without comment. I don't know if it's really going to help for us to avoid the subject and conversation completely, but I have felt better without our constant arguing about it. The last 2 nights, I've come home from work to Paco waiting up for me, slouching on the old dumpster couch with a novel 4 inches from his face. I imagine that as I turn the key in the door, he perks up and makes himself look especially studious for when I get the door open. He seems superficially surprised to see me, but I love this little act. Aw. There is a receipt and an old photograph stuck between the pages. Inspect the receipts. A COD received for a special order. 5 pounds of zebra meat from Maury's Meat Emporium located near Pike Place Market. Huh. Look at the picture. The picture shows a young girl with caramel skin and dark brown hair. She has a snake wrapped around her arm, yet she is smiling. The back of the photograph has shadows scrawled on it. Aw, she had a pet snake. Coyote's cool. A receipt for a wall safe installed near the bathroom door. Set to a combination of 342436. Do I have to remember that? Nope. What do we see in here? A grenade? Yeah, I have one already. I'm kind of full up on grenades. Stand is littered with action movies and cigarette butts. A framed painting of the Chicago skyline done in stylized silhouettes. Okay. Let's do password recovery. Please answer 3 security questions to reset password. Your first childhood pet. Shadow. Your favorite musical acts. I don't think we know that. Is it Concrete Dreams? What is the name of your hometown? Chicago? Answer stored. Fuck. How would we find out her favorite musical acts? If we zoom in, can we see anything? There's a Chicago poster. Is it mentioned in her diary? Or is it something that we didn't look at? No. Let's see. We could go ask the person downstairs. That might be one that we have to brute force. Hold on. So I know it's not Maria Mercurial. It might be the Elementals. Nope. Is it actually? There's no way it's Maria Mercurial. Starfire? Ah, there we go. The computer has a list of, has a basic list of applications. Calendar. 3 days ago, meet with Delilah about gig. Today, meet Paco for date at Pike Place Market. Due in 30 minutes. Oh shit, okay. Coyote's contact list has exactly one entry. Someone named Paco. There is no comlink number or other contact information for him available. This does not seem like a very useful list of contacts. No, probably not. A quick scan of our recent searches shows that Coyote has been reading a great deal about hellhounds. It also suggests more than a casual interest in vintage action figures. Oh, fuck yeah. Coyote's cool. I wonder how I would have found that out. Can I go in the bathroom? No. I don't know. Coyote is super into Gunpla. I can see that. I don't know if Gundam exists in this universe. Like, why would Gundam need to be a thing if mechs are real, right? Well, I guess if Shadowrun history is human history, then like Gundam would have to exist. How can I help you? Do you know Paco? He's a ganger, a member of the Cutters. He is a good kid in a nasty line of work. I warned Coyote against getting too attached to that type. They don't live long. Have you heard of Maury's Meat Emporium? Her face twists in disgust. No, I am a vegetarian. Did you know Jen Park sold Coyote a gun recently? I'd be more surprised if she hadn't. Bouncers can deal with most of the troublemakers, but around here you need a gun just to take the trash to the dumpster. Coyote has a date with Paco at Pike Place Market in the next half hour. If you would go down there, it might bring me peace of mind. I'll call a cab for you. It should be able to get you there in time. Ganbate Kudasai. Good luck. Alright, let's go talk to, Gin Park. We'll talk to Johnny Clean later. He's not super important right now. Need some hardware? Did you sell up Browning Max Power to Coyote, the bartender? Hey, lady, I'm discreet. I don't talk about what my clients or what they buy. Bad for biz. However, I'm sure she would recommend me if she was a customer, which I'm not saying she is. Of course. I'd expect no less. Listen, Coyote's missing and Mrs. Kubota asked me to find her. I need to know whatever you know. Whatever Mrs. Kubota wants, I didn't realize Coyote was missing. She said she expected to encounter some kind of paranormal animal at close range. I recommended the Ares Predator, but she couldn't afford it, so she went with the Browning Max Power. Let's look at what you got. Can I get a new... You don't have pistols? Damn, your stock sucks. I think Johnny Clean sells stuff too. Hold on. The man is dressed like a janitor, but is wearing unusually clean overalls. He's tall, rail thin, and has a cunning look in his eye that says he's more than just a maintenance man. Howdy, name's Johnny Clean. You new? Yeah, first time. Just getting a look at this place. Well, enjoy yourself. This seems like your type of place. I'm just sweeping up a bit. Oh, okay, he's nothing right now then. We'll worry about Johnny Clean later. Bye, Cherry Bomb. I hope you have a good shift. I'm gonna go do some work, okay? You catch a cab from Touristville at the Pike Place Market, an immersively quiet ride that takes you from probably going to be mugged to probably going to pay too much for your drinks. Compared to the urban wasteland of the Barrens, the downtown area is filled with modern buildings, lighted streets, and unbarred shops. All living beneath the shadows of massive corporate arcologies. Arcologies! That's the word I was looking for earlier. An arcology is basically like a big, mega complex where, a company's employees live and work and aren't allowed to leave. For many, these arcologies are home. For others, they're hulking monuments to where the world went wrong. Famous for its fishmongers, Pike Place Market has been around since the early 1900s overlooking the bay. Now, it's a market for all things, legal and illegal. A melting pot of the haves and have-nots. Even though most of the shops are closed, the sights, sound, and smells of the market hit you from the moment you step out of the cab. Arcologies are such a cool fucking word. Huh. Patrick. The handsome young man turns away from the crowd and fixes you with his full, completely undivided attention. Ma'am, you are a beautiful troll, but you could be so much more. That sounds great! Tell me more! Wonderful! The Universal Brotherhood is a family encompassing all meta-human sexes and sexualities. We all strive to be the very best we can, to live more fulfilled, happy, and productive lives, and to support each other in doing so. The first step is to simply come and listen. Tomorrow night, Lynn Telestrian will be speaking about the importance of family in the sixth world. Please join us tomorrow, and the secrets to a better life shall be revealed to you. Alright, man. Whatever you say. Sounds like some hot bullshit. Refurbished flowers for sale. Refurbished flowers. How do you refurbish a flower? I'm gonna go talk to him right away. I don't think I can interact with anything else here until I do that. The kid in front of you sports the trademark yellow of the Cutters gang. Young, clean-shaven, he stands like he owns the street and everyone on it. He seems distracted, though, glancing around with approaching agitation. He looks over as you approach. Watch yourself, Trog. What do you want? Careful, kid. You Paco? Who the hell are you? Relax, we're on the same team. I'm Alley Cat. I was just at the Union. Your girlfriend's gone missing, and I'm helping to find her. The tough guy's swagger seems to drain out of Paco. The cutter is gone, and before you stands a kid in a yellow jacket that doesn't quite fit. Coyote's missing? Oh man, that would explain... She was supposed to meet me here over an hour ago. Look, sorry for getting in your face like that. What else do you know? If she's missing, I need to find her. Well, first of all, Paco, we gotta talk about how you're racist against metahumans, but I guess we'll address that later. Do you know a fixer named Mr. Delilah? Coyote had a meeting with him a few days ago. I know of him, sure. Blake doesn't allow any cutters to take side gigs, though, so I got no reason to deal with him. Coyote hasn't said anything about taking new work. Wait a minute. Drek! I know where she went. Damn, why couldn't she wait? Damn it. Paco, slow down. Where did she go? The Royale Apartments. The landlord, Stevie J, runs a drug ring out of that hellhole. Coyote grew up there. Doesn't like to talk about it much. She's been looking for a way to settle the score with that guy for years. A few days back, I heard Mr. Delilah was looking for runners to steal some sort of item out from under Stevie J's nose. She must have taken the job. I'm sure of it. And if his thugs caught her... There's a grim determination in Paco's eyes. I'm going over there. You coming? One more thing. Coyote had a receipt for some zebra meat from a place called Maury's Meat Market. Ever heard of it? Zebra meat? What? Look, the shop's just down the block if you want to check it out, but I'm going to the Royale with or without your help. What's it gonna be? I'm in. Don't worry, we'll get her back. Damn right we will. Alright, man, we gotta check out that meat, though, real quick. You got a dog on a stick? I don't want to eat that. The small meat stand presents an enormous diversity of dead animals, from cow and canine to the exotic and paranormal. The pictures on the back of the stand feature a much older version of the man in front of you. As soon as he notices Paco, the proprietor's eyes become hard and angry. What do you want? You know we can't afford more. Relax, man. My friend just has a question. You must be Maury. Do I look like a fat old man to you? I'm Manny. Maury's my dad. Now what do you want? What would someone want to buy zebra meat for? Some people eat it, but I wouldn't recommend it. Tough as nails. We mostly sell it to corp security teams who use it to reward their hellhounds. The flamers go crazy for this stuff for some reason. Oh, Trek! That's why Coyote wanted zebra meat. Everyone talks about the pet hellhound Stevie J keeps locked up somewhere in the Royale. And if she never picked it up... Whatever. Anything else? Do you know someone named Coyote? Nope, I don't go in much of that shaman stuff. I have this receipt for an order of zebra meat. Still have it for me? I'll look it up. Yeah, got it right here. 2 days past the pickup time. Didn't think anyone was going to come for it. Here, it's all yours now. What's your problem with Paco? Why don't you ask him? What the hell is that supposed to mean? It means your gang likes to stroll through here and relieve us merchants of our new yen. My dad stood up to them and he's still in the hospital. Look, that's not my problem. I'm at the bottom of the cutter ranks anyway. I couldn't do dreck about that even if I wanted to. Tell that to my dad. I don't have time for this. We need to find Coyote. You're right, Paco. Let's get going. Man, maybe you shouldn't be in a gang. Maybe you shouldn't be in a gang, Oh. Hey, y'all. As your eyes adjust to the flashing lights, you spot the body of a woman dead on the pavement behind the police line. Panic spreads across Paco's face. Oh no. Is that Coyote? This isn't happening. God damn it. Gang shit. Hell yeah. Oh, yeah. I guess we do like gang shit here. Paco, breathe. Now take a closer look. Is that her? Paco steps forward and breathes a huge sigh of relief. No, it's not her. Thank God. Look, let's not hang out here too long, alright? Too many Lone Star pigs around. Paco looks over at the victim again. It's too bad. Whatever happened here, I'm not gonna let anything like this happen to Coyote. Well, I'm gonna take a look, because I'm kind of involved with this. A tall, emotionless Lone Star officer blocks entry to the crime scene. Behind her, you spot the lively face of the organ grinder's coroner, Dresden. This is an active Lone Star investigation. Please step away from the barrier. I'm here to see Coroner Dresden. And who might you be? It's alright, officer. She's with me. Dresden steps up to the barrier with a warm grin. The officer looks at you with poorly concealed skepticism. Okay then, make it quick. Thanks. So, what brings you out here? Hard on the trail of the dead man's killer? Coincidence, believe it or not. I take it I've stumbled across another Ripper murder? Yeah, that's what it looks like. As you can see, the Ripper went for the eyes this time. Pretty clean work. I gotta hand it to him. A Ripper knows what he's doing. Or she, I suppose. What do you know about the victim? Well, not much. Justin scratches his head absent-mindedly, probably breaking some sort of sanitation protocol. She's been dead for about 3 hours. Her name was Lucy Warden, worked at the Stuffer Shack just around the corner. Looks like she was just leaving work when it happened. Can you tell if she was subdued in some way before her eyes were removed? That's the strange thing. There don't seem to be any signs of a struggle. Not a single bruise on her body. Yet, she was clearly alive when the eyes were taken, died of blood loss shortly thereafter. As to what knocked her out, I won't know until I can run some tests back at the lab. I thought you ran the Redmond franchise. Isn't Pike Place a little far from home? Yeah, well, I don't really mind the change of scenery. Dresden laughs. The coroner for the downtown branch is out on maternity, so I told management that I'd cover for her on this one. Plus, I want the sicko caught. Any sign of magic use here? There was evidence of an unusual explosion in the alley where Sam died. Now there's an interesting thought. No, nothing obvious, though. I'm sure when McCluskey shows up, he'll call in a full magical forensics team, though, just to be sure. So, the Ripper takes Sam Watts' liver and this woman's eyes. Any theories? Trophies of some sort, I suppose. Probably of some symbolic significance to the killer. Beyond that, I couldn't speculate. That's enough questions. Thanks, Dresden. Hey, I figure if I help you out, there's a better chance to get this scumbag off the streets a little sooner. McCluskey wants the Ripper in a cell, sure, but he couldn't care less if it takes another dozen murders. Good luck out there, eh? Dresden starts to turn back to the body, then stops. Speaking of McCluskey, you should probably get going soon before he shows up. Yeah, good thinking. Yeah? The elf standing before you may quite possibly be the ugliest elf you've ever seen. His meticulously cleaned lab coat, format jacket, and old-fashioned bow tie give him the look of an undertaker from centuries past. He notices you approach and locks eyes with you, smiling a thin, unnerving smile. Hello there, stranger. Might I inquire, do you know which organ grinder's facility this body will be removed to? Why would you want to know something like that? The elf giggles, a strange, high-pitched warble you would not expect to emerge from his misshapen face. Oh, just a hobby. Never mind that, though. A good evening to you and your friend the coroner. That's suspicious. Did you notice a particularly ugly elf standing over there in the crowd earlier? Huh? Where? Justin scans the spectators surrounding the crime scene. He's gone now, but he was asking about the body, wondering which organ grinder's facility it will be taken to. Interesting. Well, there's those who might be interested in purchasing some of her parts, sure, but that's pretty poor form to inquire at the scene of a murder. An ugly elf, eh? I'll keep an eye out. Shouldn't be hard to spot if he comes back around. Who's this other guy? The plainclothes Lone Star officer before you sports a tacky hat and a crooked grin to match. So, you're the one who's looking for the dead man, eh? McCluskey warned us he might be sniffing around after the Ripper. Lucky for you, I got here before McCluskey. I'm Officer Aguirre? Aguirre? Sure. Pleased to meet you. Now, seeing as the crime scene is going nowhere fast, what can I do for you? What can you tell me about the murder that took place here? Not much, really. We know it was about 3 hours ago. We know that her eyes have been surgically removed. Didn't need Dresden to figure that much out. He's been looking at the body, though, so he might have more. Me, I've been scanning the rest of the scene and looking for witnesses, but no luck so far. Damn Ripper might as well be a ghost. I take it you and McCluskey don't exactly see eye to eye? Let's just say McCluskey and I have conflicting interests. Do you have any leads on the Ripper that I should know about? Ha! Plenty if you ask McCluskey, but the truth is, we're as clueless as you probably are. Thanks for the time, officer. Hey, hold on a minute there. You haven't put in the donation for the Lonely Orphans Fund. The Lonely Orphans Fund? Yeah, see, you make a contribution to the fund, I put you on a list and let you know the next time we find any orphans that you might be interested in. Well, I'm always interested in finding out about any new orphans you discover. Excellent. Shall we say 300 new yen? All right, you've got a deal. His face splits into a wide grin. Excellent. I'll start an account for you. If you get any useful leads in the Ripper, I'll give you a call. Now, I'd better get back to work before McCluskey shows up. See you around. Bite marks along her left arm. That's weird, right? Hey, man. Yeah, I know I'm a big lady. Fuck off. Blind Lucy. The orc before you wears the standard Stuffer Shack employee getup. The uniform is well kept and well fitted, but the tears streaming down his large crooked face do little to improve his appearance. He does not seem to notice your approach. I take it you knew the victim? Yeah, what's it to you? My condolences. Were the two of you close? Thanks. Sorry, we're just not used to folks being too friendly around here. The orc wipes some tears away with a dirty napkin. Yeah, we were pretty close. As co-workers go, Blind Lucy and I worked here at the shack for 3 years together. Started on this very same day. Blind Lucy? Well, Lucy wasn't completely blind, but she was legally blind. She had to wear these huge glasses and hold things right up to her face, but she got new eyes about a year ago. Any idea how she scored the new eyes? No, she wouldn't talk much about it. Just called it her stroke of good luck. I guess that luck ran out. Seen anyone strange in the store lately? I see weird stuff every day. It's a stuffer shack. But no, nothing stranger than usual. Did Lucy have any enemies? Well, I'm not sure. I know she had an ugly breakup with her boyfriend after getting those new eyes put in. That guy was pretty upset for some reason and wouldn't leave Lucy be until she filed for a restraining order. That all seemed to die down a while ago, though. When was the last time you saw Lucy? Here at the shack earlier today. I think she was heading to the market to meet a friend. Hell, I was gonna join her on my way home, but we got some last-minute customers. He sighs. That's all I needed to know. Thanks for your help, and I'm sorry for your loss. Wait, you wouldn't happen to be part of the investigation, would you? In my own way. Why do you ask? Well, Lucy had this necklace. An intricate little carving of a dragonfly on it. Wore it every day. Said her mom gave it to her when she left Denver. Anyway, you know how Lone Star is. All of her stuff will be bagged and placed in evidence storage until the 7th world awakens. I just thought if you could somehow get that necklace back before Lone Star cleans everything up, I could send it back to her family. I feel like I owe her that much. I understand. If I can find it at the scene, I'll bring it to you. Thanks for your help, friend. You know where to find me. Alright. There's something I really appreciate about the Shadowrun games, in that they really prioritize, like, human connection. Yeah, there's no way we're ordering from this fucking place. Come on. What about the bite marks on her arm? Ah, completely unrelated. It appears some wild dogs dragged the body out here from the alley sometime after her death. Huh. Sergeant Aguirre over there seems pretty friendly. Can I trust him? He chuckles. Yeah, that sounds about right. Any opportunity to get in McCluskey's way, he'll take it. A bit sleazy, sure, but I take Aguirre over McCluskey any day of the week. That's enough questions. Thanks, Dresden. I guess I'd ask Aguirre about the necklace? Or I would look at the body. You scan the ground near Lucy's body and spot a small wooden object, mostly hidden beneath the dead woman's hair. This must be the necklace Frank was talking about. A thin, broken cord trails off to one side. That must have snapped during the struggle. Hey. Hello again. Can I help you? I need to take the victim's necklace with me. It may help in my investigation. Well, if it'll help you, that means it won't be helping McCluskey. Officer Aguirre reaches down, picks up the necklace, and hands it to you. Thanks, officer. Yeah, sure thing. Good luck out there. Wow, I love this cop. The only good cops are the cops that are corrupt in my specific favor. I am also hungry. I do want a burgie, actually. A burgie would be good. I've got it right here, Frank. You can send this to her family now. As he takes the necklace from you, you can sense a weight lifting from Frank's shoulders. I'm glad I can do this much for Lucy, at least. Thank you, friend. I owe you. Happy to help. Alright, that got us some karma. Whoa, we have 10 fucking karma. Holy shit. First and foremost, let's get our charisma to 4, and we will take the... What would be the most helpful here? Let me think. Gang might be helpful. Street. I mean, for the character that I'm envisioning here, I think street makes sense, but I don't know if it'll be the most helpful, but we'll take it. Then we should upgrade our ranged combat and our pistol. Which means, unfortunately, now we are going to have to get quickness up soon. Junkie. Man, you looking for drugs? Okay. I don't think I get anything for doing that, but... If there's one thing I like in real life and also in video games, it's just helping out, like, poor and homeless characters with a little bit of money. Because what do I care, right? There's only two kinds of good cops. Ones that are corrupt in your favor and Kim from Disco Elysium. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Kim from Disco Elysium is good. You roll up on the most impressive bit of tenement squalor you've seen in a long time. There's few street lamps here, and what light there is flickers with uncertainty. Most of the buildings are damaged and tagged. The smell of old, rotting trash mixed with you don't know what is overwhelming. It's no wonder people living here turn to BTLs. Anything's better than this. The better-than-life chip is the newest drug on the market. You don't need a good life. You can slot someone else's, live through them, and wreck your brain in the process. The front doors of the Royale apartments aren't even locked. As you step inside, you can hear a junkie crying for another hit. It's time to find Coyote and find out what she knows about the night of Sam's murder. And also...